Using PowerPoint, clip art or icons for your KDP low content books. Hi, Kerry here from Dream Creative Beat and welcome to my channel where we show you how to make money online with KDP low content books and Etsy with new training every week. So be sure to hit the big red subscribe button down below. So today's video is actually answering a comment from Jessica Herrin, who actually asked a really good question. And this question is actually about using PowerPoint's clip art or clip icons as it is known. And she said that she searched and searched and cannot find if you can use clip icons for commercial use. So what she's actually talking about is if you go into PowerPoint and you go into insert, she's talking about these icons here. So you can actually click on them and then they bring up different icons that you can click on and be changing. So say you wanted like animals, you can then click on there and be using those sorts of animals. So you can have goats or chameleons or anything like that. And because they are SVG as well, you can usually convert them and change them to shapes and then put mandalas behind them, images behind them. And I have created other videos showing you using these icons. But the question is about the legality of that and the legality of being able to use, say, any of these sorts of things like stock images and online pictures. So if you click on the stock images, it brings up all different sorts of things as well that you can see. So it doesn't really tell you anything. So it's inserted that on there. So you don't really know what the license is because no information is given to you. And again, if you go here, you can go to online pictures and say we wanted apples. Here it actually tells you that you can, these are all Creative Commons only pictures. So I'm going to go through that as well. So that's actually quite good. That actually means we can use those. So I went on to Microsoft to actually try and find the answer. So this is actually the answer. Somebody's asked the question, are SVG icons in PowerPoint copyright free? So they've highlighted that section there and it does actually say it, and I will leave a link in the description to the exact pages. So this is just the highlight of it. Easily insert icon, scalable vectors, and we like SVGs for that reason, because when you scale them and make them bigger, they don't pixelate, unlike raster images. So it says here, if you look, these icons are free to use. There are no royalty or copyright. And this is the actual document from Microsoft itself. So these icons are free to use. There are no royalty or copyright. So yes, you can use them. And what I would suggest you do is actually use and remix them, add them to different things, highlight them with different things, put different backgrounds in them. Also, when it talks about clip art, now this has been since December of 2014. We are now in August of 2021, but it is still the same thing. It's now being powered by Bing Images, and this is by the Office 365 team, and it is under the Creative Commons licensing system. So if you go on to Creative Commons license, again, I'll leave a link in the description. There are 3 different types of these licenses. Now, the one that they have is you don't have to give attribution or anything like that. It is just Creative Commons. But what they do suggest is that you mix them up with other things. So adapt them. And yes, they are commercial use. Now, some of the images, when you go in onto here, so say I click here, it'll actually take me to where the image comes from, and this is coming from PicServer. So I could actually go in to see what PicServer's license is about. So if I just go here, it tells you what their licenses are. So it gives you all different sides. Important, please read. This site offered under the Creative Commons attribution. So they actually do want an attribution. So if I did use that apple in my KDP book, I would need to put that I got my image from picserver.org. So that is what you need to do. You need to go and check. But as far as using the icons, which is that little goat there, you don't have to give any attribution there because of what it says in their license here. Are free to use. There's no royalty or copyright. But if you are using any of the clip art or the pictures that you get from here, stock images and online pictures, always go and check. So here we had that picture there. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. It doesn't give us anywhere to go and check, so that will also be a Creative Commons without any attribution. So make sure if you're using the online pictures to click on these little drop downs here, and then it'll actually take you to the page. And this one now is on free PNG image. So I'll just do that. It'll actually tell you on their licensing, download free PNG images, pictures, convert any PNG. So there's all these here that you can check, and usually terms and conditions is where you would go and have a look. Access linking, prohibited registration, what you can use it for, what you cannot use it for, and what permission is required. So it is up to you to do your due diligence, but that is the answer. The answer is, if you're going to use clip art, well, the icons, the SVG icons, you can use them perfectly safe in your KDP low content book. So I hope that has helped, and I hope that has answered a few people's questions. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to hit the little bee above my head to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And while you're here, check out my different videos about creating colouring books and also using those SVG icons in PowerPoint. I'll leave a link to those as well.